Hey y'all, it's me Alex. Today I'm gonna do a little get ready with me featuring the Colourpop Good Sport palette. I know y'all requested this on Instagram. I asked if y'all wanted me to do the Emily Edit or this palette, and this palette won out. I was a little surprised since there's so much like drama about the Emily Edit palette, but like that's fine that this one got chosen because I really like this one a lot more. Not because there's anything wrong with the other one, I just like a more condensed color scheme, and yeah, these are a lot more like pigmented. For me, the other palette is like more buildable, and anything that's like buildable in terms of color is something that I'm automatically just kind of like okay about. Yeah, so anyway, this is just gonna be kind of chatty. I'm not sure if this is gonna go up before or after my Halloween look, just because I asked y'all to vote on that too, and that one is like a lot closer in terms of what people want to see. So yeah, I got some products, some new stuff that I don't think I've shown on this channel on me using, but I've been like enjoying for a while, so I guess we're gonna like work with that. I'm also just gonna talk about like life and stuff, which is really fun. So yeah, where is my mirror? Because the Colourpop palette doesn't have a good mirror. So I have actually started using like, I found like a good combination in terms of like primer and concealer. I use a NYX Angel Veil primer plus the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, and just use this on like my under eye area, maybe a tiny bit like around my nose if like this part of my nose is getting red. I have it in the shade Snow, which is like the lightest one, just because I wanted something a little bit more highlighty, because I figured that I could get it to be a couple shades lighter than my skin tone actually is. That way I can do the brightening under eye thing, and if I do need to put it on other parts of my face, I can warm it up with like bronzer or stuff. So I just put the primer down in like my T-zone, just because the concealer is a little bit drying for me, so I want to kind of give it a good like smoother base to go down on. And instead of doing like the whole like beauty guru triangles, I just like put one dot underneath each eye, because this is so darn pigmented that when I first started using it and doing the triangles, I just ended up with concealer like all over my face, foundation style, and especially since this is so pale. That didn't really work out for me too well. I'm not going to talk too much about this, but I do feel as though I have to like say something as a member of the beauty community about like all of the hashtag drama that's going around, and that is that I'm not entirely surprised at how much is happening. I'm not going to say too much because there are many other people who like can actually devote their lives to talking about this stuff, so I'm not going to. But maybe this entire community would be a better place, this entire world would be a better place if like we treated each other with kindness and say racist stuff. You know, it's really easy to avoid drama if you don't like do shady stuff and you're not like bigoted in any way. Like, the world is just a better place, and the world is a lot easier for everybody if you just like don't do that stuff. So that's just kind of my view on that, and also just kind of like with the amount of like backstabbing that's been apparently like going on, like I don't even, it's a huge web. It's like more dramatic than Gossip Girl at this point, so I'm not even like trying to follow it. But like, if you're so worried that like your friends are constantly like gonna stab each other in the back and like treat each other like that and like lie about each other and have blackmail and stuff, you just probably need better friends. So like, find better friends. That's just my entire take on this situation, is don't be racist and find better friends. Life advice from Alex the Alchemist. I definitely like follow drama a lot more than I want to admit. This is my guilty pleasure, especially when I work my late shift at the library. It's a perfect thing to like get my blood pressure up and keep me awake. It's great. So let's see, what has been going on in my life? What hasn't been going on in my life? TBH. I know that I've gotten a lot worse at like having a filming schedule. I'm still trying to do like 2 videos a week, but this semester I've started supervised ministry, which I love, but in that same process I did not take anything else off my plate, and I simply just added to my plate, which has not necessarily been good for me mental health wise. Right now I'm on fall break, which I'm taking kind of a well-needed like day off. Also, I just hit a very tiny little bit of pan on like my dip brow. You can't even see this on camera because it's like literally so minuscule. I've never anticipated hitting pan on dip brow. This is great. But yeah, like my supervisor's really chill about like letting me take time off to myself. Like, I'm not doing youth group this week or anything like that. I'm just doing a lot, and I can't tell if my lack of ability to like film and do stuff like this is out of like laziness, or if that's just like what you know, is easy societal messaging is that like, oh, you're just lazy, as opposed to like, I am exhausted. I'm pretty certain it's the latter, but it feels like it's the former, you know, because especially like if you're a chronic pain person, or if you have mental illness, or like any sort of like neurodiversity or disability or anything like that, which I have multiple like physical and mental health things happening, it's really easy to just kind of be like, okay, yeah, this is just me being lazy, as opposed to me actually needing to take a step back for my own health, especially because I used to be so good at like being productive and whatnot. So that's something that I'm like trying to unlearn, because I've gotten to a good point mental health wise that I can tell the difference between, okay, what do I actually need to be stressed about and what is just like my brain anxiety about. And so I need to like learn to do that with my physical self a bit more, because sometimes I can't tell. I'm like, okay, am I actually tired, or like, do I just need to suck it up? Also, I know I've talked about this on my channel before, but this friggin' color switch thing that I got off of Amazon has been like the greatest thing that has happened to me makeup wise. So 10 out of 10 spend that $6 and get this, but that is completely not what I'm talking about. I am kind of going to be taking this week, this is Wednesday that I'm filming this, I'm just kind of going to be taking this week as an opportunity to kind of like film more Halloween looks, because I do want this to bring joy to my life, you know? Like, I don't ever want YouTube to be anything that is like soul-sucking for me, because that would make me extremely sad and depressed. I'm like trying to be easier on myself, but I wish I had like more time to do all of the ideas that I want to do. I think my problem is like this summer I had a lot, like I had enough time on my hands where I could film a lot, but I didn't have a lot of ideas, and now I have so many ideas but not enough time to film it all and edit and put like the effort that I would need to go into those ideas. And I also know that I have a tendency to like psych myself out. Like after I get past the filming part, I wish that was all I had to do, and then I'll get to the editing and I'm like, oh, this is so much, I don't want to do it. And so it just like takes me forever. And so that's something that I'm like trying to get myself out of, because I kind of hit my wall once I have to edit stuff. And I used to really enjoy editing my videos and all of that. So I'm trying to like get back into it. I'm not entirely sure like what's wrong that I can't, but like it's fine. I'll be fine. I just know that I kind of need to like make myself do the thing, but sometimes it's all you can do. I heard really good advice that you should treat your body like you would a little kid. You know, if your body is crying out to you, or you're like a little kid who's crying, and like take the time to actually address those issues. Are there times when you're gonna have to say, actually you have to suck it up and get through this? Absolutely. But I think it's too often that we take that route as opposed to treating ourselves with care. I know that's how it is for me personally. So I'm gonna put that out there as advice for other people as well. I hope, you know, maybe somebody might appreciate that. Also, I tried clothes from Shein, which is like a cheap website. I got like a sweater that was really nice, and like some wide leg pants and a dress. I'm gonna have to return the dress. I wanted to give y'all a heads up because I don't want to do like a haul or anything, but I did want to let y'all know. So their sizing is kind of sucky, and so that's what I had the most trouble with. Their shipping was good. They don't ship to PO boxes, so I had to send it to my parents' house. Their sweaters are surprisingly good. I got like a hot pink sweater and it's like $10, and it was surprisingly comfortable and like not scratchy, so like I would definitely recommend their sweaters. Their pants go a size up, and that's where I have the most problem, is because their pants do run small, and I have like hips. Like I'm about a size 10-ish, like between a medium and large in most regular clothes, and I have to be at least a large there, and sometimes like an extra large, because I usually do like to size up on my bottom half anyway, just because I like to be comfortable. And they don't always go up to the size that I would need, and you have to kind of like check it for each item because it's not the same sizing for all of the items on that site, and sometimes they don't go up past like a large. I was kind of disappointed in that regard, but I was able to find a couple things that fit. I have a really nice pair of wide leg pants that works. I have to I'm sad about the dress that I have to return because it's like this bright orange leopard print dress, and like you'll know I have a thing for animal print, but like it's fine because I also know that I needed to be more sustainable in my fashion, hence why I did a thrift haul. If y'all want another thrift haul, please let me know, because I have been thrifting a lot here recently, so I have a lot more stuff that I could bring in and show y'all. So people either really loved that one or really hated it when I first did it, so let me know. I also just like have really been trying to play with color a lot in my wardrobe this year. I've always shied away from it because I guess I feel like my hair and my makeup are always so colorful that like I don't need that much else, but I've always wanted to be like one of those super colorful dressed up people, and I just haven't known how to do it. I've been watching a lot of like Megan Ellaby and Helen Anderson videos, and they've really been like inspiring my fashion sense recently, and so I've kind of figured out more ways to like dress how I want, and that's been the nicest thing for me too, like body image wise, is when I kind of just decided like, you know what, I don't have to look a certain way to dress how I want to and to wear the colors and the prints that make me happy. You don't have to earn, you know, looking the way you want to and wearing the clothes that you want to. Because I was like struggling a bit with that for a while, but like now that I've kind of just like, I just decided like, you know what, I don't need to be a certain size or a certain shape to wear the things that I want to. Even if it doesn't like look perfect, I still want to wear that friggin' animal print. I want to wear that bright blue sweater, and I'm going to, whether or not it's like perfect. That's made me feel like a lot better. So if you're struggling with that like I have over the past year, just wear the things that you want to wear. You don't need anyone's permission. And I hope that is good advice and makes you feel better, because once I decided that, I have been so much happier. And I just realized that I really do need to put on mascara last after I do my setting spray, because I've had so much issue with putting on setting spray and then having like the thing smudge. So I'm just gonna wait on that and hopefully remember to, because sometimes I forget. I was intending on vlogging this week until I realized that I really just like didn't want to put that pressure on myself in a time when I want to like kind of relax and decompress. So instead, I'm just kind of gonna make the videos that I want to make, and then maybe at a time when I have more of a break and I'm feeling a bit less overwhelmed otherwise in my life, I'm going to, because that's the thing that I want to do, but I don't want to stress myself out during my times of relaxation. I am, however, really excited about the Halloween stuff I have planned. I really appreciate all of you weighing in on my Instagram stories about what y'all want to see. I am like really disappointed though that apparently nobody likes Twisty. Like, I understand that like objectively Freak Show was the worst season of American Horror Story. I mean, I take that back. Roanoke exists. I couldn't even get through that. But like, from a makeup artist perspective, I really like the Twisty makeup. Maybe next year y'all can like agree with me that that's really fun makeup to do and I should do it on my channel. But I am really excited that like everybody agreed with me that like I should do Deadpool and like Beetlejuice. I really loved Atlee's Lydia Dietz makeup. That made me so happy. I know I said this in like my Beetlejuice video, but like I know a lot of people didn't really watch that because it was so short. But Lydia was basically how I was as a teenager. Just very like dramatic, but also like to, you know, dance a little and have a little fun. Also, I've been told by a lot of people that I look like Winona Ryder. So I think I could do a really good. Maybe that could be my Halloween look. I don't know. That involved me getting a wig though. I'm also excited to do Shigo makeup. Yeah, that one's just gonna be really fun, because I think if you had a crush on Shigo growing up, or if you were a girl who liked Shigo in Kim Possible when you were growing up, you are almost definitely gay now. Because whenever I've talked to my fellow gay gals, we all kind of have like agreed on like, yep, Shigo did it. And I don't know if that's like a weird thing, but it is definitely a thing. But yeah, as I am going to now do my mascara and probably finish this up, the moral of this get ready with me is don't be a racist. Always check your measurements on Shein before ordering, otherwise you'll be a little bit disappointed. And Halloween is dope. Also, I watched Get Out. Friggin' I missed. I also watched Get Out for the first time this weekend is what I'm trying to say, and that is definitely the best horror movie I've watched. And I'm very glad that I waited until it was on like Amazon or whatever to watch it, because the brain surgery scene like freaked me the heck out, and I would definitely not have been able to handle that on the big screen. But the movie is so good, and I think the reason why it was so like absolutely terrifying, because I could not sleep afterwards, is because it seemed like it was dramatized but dealt with something very, very real. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, it is incredibly worth watching. I know people who don't like horror movies who ended up loving that one just because it was so good. It's extremely intense, but it's worth watching. And yeah, I hope that this was at least like slightly interesting. Let me know if you want to see a thrift haul. Like, it'll probably be next month, but I already have a bunch of stuff, some of it I've shown on camera and some that I've not. I am gonna wait to do like more normal videos until next month just because I have so much Halloween stuff that I want to get up, because I'm really excited about that. I know it's not like my most popular thing that I do, but there are some things that I just want to put out there into the world that I just want to have fun with, you know? And I hope you all will enjoy it too. I hope you all enjoyed this get ready with me, and I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me, and I'll see you on my next one. Hope you'll have a wonderful day. Bye!